Namaste and welcome everyone. We hope you're doing well on this beautiful Sunday, and we have a new series of webinars in the month of August. So it's very exciting. Um, Today's topic is deep transformation, the power of introspection and
Recording in
mindfulness.
progress.
So actually, what we are looking for, we usually search for it all over the world, yeah, in external situations, relationships, and so forth. But what do we find after a while? It's always changing, and it doesn't really give us everything that we need. So there's a different approach needed, and that is an internal journey. So more about this later. Yeah, and we're going to start out with our regular um, deep breathing and mantra meditation in a few minutes. We're live in Facebook, Zoom, Instagram, and YouTube for the first time today. So others are still joining us while we are um, getting getting started here. We're actually 3 minutes early today. So
Thanks.
so. Yeah, so my name is Thomas. My wife Adira and I, we have been practicing mindfulness and mantra meditation under the guidance of our great teacher for about 30 years now. Wow, time flies, yeah. It's been the most wonderful journey full of um, transcendental gifts and beautiful practices that have transformed our lives. And we'd like to share with as many people as possible uh, some of these gifts today. So please stay through the end. You will not regret it. So we have already John Dill. Good evening, hosts. Also, Tainets11 joined in Instagram. Welcome. So nice to have you here. And I believe we also have more joining in Zoom and YouTube now. So, we always request that you please like and share our webinars with your family and friends. We never know who may need to hear it um, right away. Yeah, sometimes people going through rough periods in this human journey, and we should try to be um, good friends and share with them what we have been given. And then it's up to others, of course, whether they want to accept it, apply it. Sometimes it takes a lot of patience. But that's okay. We have all been given free will eternally. We just have to make use that free will well, make good choices. And so that's one of the things about the power of introspection and mindfulness is that you will actually be much more in touch with your true self. You'll receive wonderful insights. You'll make better decisions. And because of this alone already, you're going to be experiencing a much better future. Everybody is looking for a better future, aren't they? I mean, this is basically, if you did a survey, I bet you 99% of the people, if they ask, oh, are you hoping for the future to be better than what you're experiencing now?
No.
No, it's like what's wrong with you, yeah? And so it's because everybody has that feeling that there's this great potential for things to be better on a personal individual level, on a relationship level, on a societal global level. Wow, there's so much potential for improvements here. So we all can be agents for a beautiful transformative change. But we need to take the initiative, and that means I have to actually become closer to what I'm meant to be, to my real potential, and then I have something that I can give to others. Yeah, if I cannot give something to others if I don't have it, right? So that's always very important to remember. Sometimes people have good intentions and they wish well, but they don't really know what to do, how to help somebody else. Yeah, but we can assure you, introspection and mindfulness and mantra meditation are amazing transformative practices.
All right. So just step back, relax as we journey ourselves in a very soothing mindfulness and mindful meditation experience. So we just want to have you some of the usual or common steps, and we're going to have that in an acronym. SOARE. So sorry, sorry, soar. Okay, next, the first one is, settle in. So create a calm environment and settle into a comfortable position. So you can just be, if you are sitting down, it's okay. If you want to lie down, of course, right now, I hope you are in your most comfortable sitting position.
We're not going to be lying down here in front of you, so don't worry about that one.
Yes. So the next step is the O for the observe our breathing. Just observe. And then you can have some deep breaths and focus on the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. And if you can do the deep abdominal breathing, feel that during inhalation, your abdomen expands, and during exhalation, your abdomen contracts. You can inhale through your nostrils as usual, and you can exhale through your mouth just like you're blowing your birthday cake. And to add more focus, we can actually close your eyes. So you can just be more mindful on your breathing. Now attune to your heart. That's the letter A. Attune to your heart and direct your attention to the center of your heart, to the core of your heart. Feel the warmth and love radiating from there. And if you are having a concern right now, you don't have to react. Just just feel your heart, what is there. Now reflect and ask. What's the R? So have a reflective question to yourself, such as what you are grateful for. What is it that could be a thing or situation, a person that you are very grateful to be with or to be in right now. Or you can also have your how you feel. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in life? And listen for any response or responses. Now engage with insights. Listen to the answers that arise without judgment. Observe them with curiosity and compassion. and observe any thoughts, images, or sensations or emotions that come up and stay open to further insights. You can keep your eyes closed as you listen to this Gora Anga meditation. Goranga means the effulgent one or the golden one. And this mantra doesn't belong to any sect or any organization. Anyone and everyone can use this mantra in your meditation, in your mindful meditation. Keep your eyes closed and listen. And then we can say Go Ranga together. Two more times. Now let us just have a moment of silence. And again, we can ask ourselves, what are the things that I want to do? What is the purpose of my existence? Now let us have our Goranga music meditation.
Good evening, everyone from Ruth. Also, good evening from Jessie, Brian, Jason. Wonderful Sunday evening, everyone. And also from Alexei, Lorna. Good evening, Dan. Great day. Learn with our mentors. So nice to have you here again. Thank you so much. And Elizabeth, good evening.
Okay. So let's have a moment of silence, and this time let us have our personal prayer.
Prayer is a very personal practice, of course. Lord Jesus Christ once said that we should pray in a closet. Yeah, basically, it's between me and the Supreme Lord, but just for the purpose of sharing what one could be praying for. We will just have a small example here. That is, my dear Lord, please help me to come closer to you, to let me serve you, let me love you. Please remove any obstacles that might be there in my path to become more pleasing to you. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Okay.
Okay, so we have Argel with us. Thank you also for inviting your friends. Alan, good evening, everyone. Celine, good eve, everyone. And Jay Z, good evening.
Yes.
I believe in Zoom. Um,
So
Joy,
we have hello everyone. It's my fifth time.
that is from Jenny. Also, good
Jenny
evening, all
from
from Joy Kenneth. So nice to
Yes,
have you all
thank
here.
you.
Thank you very much. So, we have a really wonderful topic
Thank you.
today that has so much potential for transforming how we experience this human journey, how we feel about ourselves, how we relate and treat others, how much happiness, inner peace, and joy we're actually going to be experiencing, not only in this particular human journey, but also afterwards. So pay close attention how introspection and mindfulness can be so transformative. So, introspection, of course, nowadays has become a much more difficult endeavor with the internet being there 24/7 to distract us with uh, countless bits
Mm.
of news and information and communications with hundreds of people from around the world who we can stay in touch with so easily. Yeah, it's just basically you can just stay busy all day long if you wanted to. And of course, that's sometimes why we get mental fatigue. Yeah, we
Mhm.
just don't know how to rest and relax anymore, and we neglect introspection many times. Yes, so introspection is the process of examining one's own thoughts, emotions, judgments, and perceptions. Mindfulness is being aware of how one's choices and actions affect other living beings and create our future consciousness. Depending on the state of our consciousness, we will experience a certain amount of happiness and distress in this world. Yeah, it's like the dualities of this world. They will always be there. They're built into this
Mhm.
material dimension. And according to our consciousness, our karmic reactions that we are experiencing, so introspection is, you will see that some people experience a lot more um, pleasant things than others. It's not an accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so the more spiritually pure your consciousness is, the greater your experience of inner joy, peace, and fulfillment will be. In other words, everything that we're always longing for, yeah, but we sometimes don't know how to find it. Yeah. So most people on their human journeys, they don't spend enough time being introspective and being thoughtful about what actually has been working okay in this human journey and what I need to change. Yeah, so sometimes we can be so stubborn. Yeah, we have done something three, four, five times, and every time it's not working out exactly how we want, and we keep on
Mhm.
trying and trying instead of changing our approach. Yeah. So if we are introspective and honest, then we know that there are some imperfections in my current experience of my existence. In other words, um, I should be experiencing greater happiness and love and fulfillment here within myself.
Mhm.
So, but too many people are kind of hesitant. They're maybe afraid to go there. Maybe it is because they don't think they have a solution. Yeah, they don't want to stay in that space for too long. Yeah. So maybe we don't know any method or process by which my heart and mind can actually change. Yeah, my consciousness, how can it be cleansed and purified? Yeah. So many times, actually, then what a person will do then is they don't want to be aware of such shortcomings. Yeah, in fact, I don't only hide it from myself, but also from others. Yeah. So we have our social phases where we basically more or less have to act like everything is okay. Yeah, I'm fine. And if somebody asks you how you're doing, everybody says, "Oh, good, thank you," or "Okay," even though that might not be the case.
Mhm.
And sometimes, especially like in, like, for example, in America, it's very common to say, "Oh, how are you doing?" And almost never you will actually have somebody say, "Actually, I'm having a really lousy day. I'm having this this difficulty and this pain," and the other person is just like looking, just like, "I was just having a small talk with you. I don't want to hear really what's going on, right?" So it stays very shallow usually. Yeah. So, but most of the time, people don't open up so so easily, yeah, because we're actually quite concerned. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
concerned that who will actually love me if I um, open up and show my vulnerability, my feelings, my mistakes, my imperfections. Yeah, so it's like, wow, I don't want everybody to know about this. Yeah, because people might judge me. Who's going to love me unconditionally? It seems really difficult. Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
so. And so that's also why we don't really want to be aware of it either. Yeah, we actually want to think. I want to think of myself as being a good person. Yeah. So when I'm temporarily become aware of my imperfections, then you know, most of the time I'm not really that comfortable with it, and I prefer to quickly forget about it. I put it under the rug, basically. and try to forget about it. Of
Yes.
course, sooner or later, it will pop up into the open again. Yeah. So so the big problem is that we don't know how to change our hearts and minds, our habits, our actions. Yeah. But actually, it is quite easy. Yeah, we just have to engage ourselves in spiritual meditation and prayer, immerse ourselves in the remembrance of the glories of the Supreme Lord, yeah, engage in His loving service and being of help to His other children.
Yes. Just so some there are just some people who cannot find us in Mindfulness Asia 108. We also have the Mindfulness Asia 108 and friends. So you can go there or you can join us through Zoom
Or Instagram or YouTube.
or YouTube. So maybe that's a thing that you cannot find us in. I was also trying to look for that, but yes, I couldn't find it. So
Yeah, sorry for the
so you can just
inconvenience.
yes for the inconvenience. That's a thing with with the technical things right now. But anyway, you got some other options, so you can join us through Zoom.
Mhm.
All right, so let's go to the power of introspection and mindfulness. Actually, some of them were already mentioned by Thomas
In passing.
in passing. So we're going to have actually the SOOTH, and that
Soothe.
is soothe. So number one is surrender to the divine, to the Supreme Lord. So it is actually amazing, especially in Asian countries where everything is like, when they win, they are gonna mention, oh, this is for the glory of the Supreme Lord, or it's glory, or they will thank God. That's always the first one. So when you win in the Olympics. So thank God. So it's actually very nice that we have that default consciousness of glorifying the Supreme Lord during our triumphs. But it is also good, to seek His mercy and love during our trial when we are in challenging situation. And this is actually surrendering to the Supreme Lord through devotional practices like the singing of the holy names of God brings peace and stress relief. So, spiritual mindfulness and meditation help align one's consciousness with divine will, fostering a sense of tranquility and spiritual fulfillment. Wow, so that alone, that's the and then number two with the first O is open heart.
Not
So
surgery, yeah?
not surgery. So opening the heart to love and devotion. So mindfulness practices, the spiritual mindfulness practices and meditation help in organizing and understanding emotions, allowing for a more compassionate and open hearted approach to life and spiritual practice. So, practicing loving kindness, spiritual meditation, and prayer can enhance emotional openness and align with the spirit of devotion. That, like example, we always try to understand others in a more wider view,
In a caring
in
manner,
a
not.
caring and compassionate
Yes,
manner.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the next letter O in soothe, the third letter there is standing, it stands for orderly mind. Oh,
Mm.
what does that mean? So,
It's not the mind that jumps from one tree to another.
so cultivating focus and concentration through meditation is in harmony with disciplined practice.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the practice of mindfulness actually helps to refine the mind, making it more capable of sustained devotion and concentration on the Supreme Lord. So, using mindfulness to focus on the holy names or sacred text helps deepen one's spiritual practice and understanding. So, basically, we have a constant choice. Yeah, what am I going to focus on? What am I using my time for? What am I in other words, what am I going to be allowing to enter into my mind and into my heart? Yeah, is it something that is beautiful, uplifting, inspiring, purifying, something spiritual of
Mm-hmm.
real lasting benefit? Or is it going to be something that is going to be agitating, um, basically not really helping. It's not beneficial. It's not uplifting, and it might be of some little temporary stimulating excitement, but then it comes and it goes, and you're just like, oh, what was that all about? Yeah. So we have that choice. We need to really deeply consider what to focus on, and what do I want to have in my heart? Do I want to grow a garden of love? Or do I want to have a lot of vines there with all kinds of unwanted uh, weeds?
Yes. So that is actually a very good reminder because sometimes, especially when we are like overwhelmed with with emotions and just for example resentment or anger, the strong emotions, we just focus on that and as if that's all.
Yeah, in other
Yeah.
words, we get controlled by that
Yeah, we
emotion.
yes,
Yes.
with that emotion. Of course, the emotions is more connected to the mind, so what this to the state of our consciousness, right? So yes.
Okay, so the T in soothe stands for transcend material concerns that are beyond our control.
Uh-oh.
So that's of course another big one. Yeah, transcending material anxieties and focusing on spiritual goals makes our journey more peaceful and happier.
Mhm.
Yeah, if we're focusing on those things which we cannot change, it's only going to lead to anger, frustration, um, maybe hopelessness in some cases. It's never a good idea to focus on the darkness unless you can bring light to the situation. Yeah, if it's out of our control, just like it says in the Serenity Prayer, yeah, we have to accept the things which we cannot change, even if we don't like it at all. What alternative we have? Yeah,
Mhm,
we can
mhm.
spend a lot of time and energy banging our head against the wall. It won't change the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So meditation improves sleep quality as well. It reduces anxiety, which aligns with the pursuit of spiritual tranquility and detachment from worldly concerns. So there's an
Mhm.
example if we're incorporating mindful Gauranga meditation and prayer into daily life, this can lead to a more peaceful state of mind, and it helps to overcome material anxieties and focus on spiritual growth. Yes, so that we actually uh, focus on improving our own condition. We might not be able to change the world at this time, but if we if there's more and more people taking this necessary inner journey and improving themselves, actually the world will automatically improve.
Right.
Like the saying is here, be the change
You want
that
to be in the world.
that you want to see in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to actually change first. Okay,
Yes.
the
And
H.
the edge.
The H
Yes.
in Soothe stands for harmonize with self and divine. Heightening self awareness and self realization through mindful spiritual meditation will help in recognizing one's true nature. So, what is our true nature? It's always so important that we remember who we really are. Yeah, we are actually eternal spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. Yeah, we're not these temporary bodies. We are actually spiritual beings eternally, loving servants of the Supreme Lord. So, which means what we're experiencing now in this current human journey is just like a very tiny chapter in our very long, actually eternal existence.
Mhm.
So, therefore, we should not become overwhelmed by like really very passing events. Yeah, sometimes we get so upset, it ruins our whole day if somebody says the wrong thing or treats us badly, or we get stuck in traffic or whatever
Mhm.
it might be, or the weather is bad and ruins my day trip or something, or I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep very nicely, just we just get really overwhelmed by these negative things too easily. Yeah, and this is the power of mindfulness and introspection, mantra meditation. Yeah, that we actually focus on the solution,
Yeah, I love.
on the beautiful uh, spiritual qualities. Yeah. So, with meditation, we can reflect on our actions and thoughts. This will enhance our self awareness and it can align our lives more closely with divine principles and values. Yeah, so that was the H in Suit, harmonize with self and divine. If we want to have harmony in our lives, in our relationships with others, we need to have a harmonious relationship with the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, it will never be very harmonious.
Yes, be in harmony with the Supreme Lord, be in harmony with yourself, and you will definitely be in harmony with others. If you are still looking for yourself, and it is kind of like difficult, right? You can just be swayed here and there and got be gullible, just following. And it's good if you're following the right people or the right person, but unfortunate that will be an unfortunate situation if you will be swayed by someone who is not a positive influence.
Yeah,
And there
let's
are many of them.
Yeah, let's be honest here. We don't have to pretend, yeah,
Yes.
that things are different than what they are. Yeah, unfortunately, there
Mhm.
is a lot of people who don't have the best intentions of others and who try to mislead or exploit or use others in one way or another. Yeah, so
Yes. Okay, so we want these things, the introspection, mindfulness, and mantra meditation to be really be in our daily life. So it is just like with this in you're gonna just win in the Olympics without any practice, right? You're gonna just go there. Okay, I'm ready to go. I want to be in the Olympics.
give me the medal now.
And even the joining of the Olympics itself is kind of like difficult. So what more of earning a medal? So you really have to have like practice, and the practicing is not just okay. I will
One
practice
hour a day.
once a month. Oh, once a week? No, it
It's a
should be
whole life.
done like
Yeah.
daily. Yeah, you're right. To be an expert in something, in something, you have to practice. You have to do it daily. So if you want really to have the benefits that we mentioned earlier about practicing mindfulness and spiritual meditation, introspection, then we really have to do it daily. And wow, all you have to do this, and then you will have all the wonderful effects because you've got the power of introspection and mindfulness in our daily life, and observe how they positively impact our life. So the thing here is actually divine. We're gonna have divine, Divine, twice. So what's is it the impact in our personal development? So number one, this is first part is the personal development. The second one will be in the interpersonal relationship, and then the other impact that we're going to consider, the positive impact, is in our professional life.
Wow.
So let us start with how are we going to do it in our personal development, for our personal developments. So the first D is deepening our devotion. So in daily practice, we have to dedicate time each day for spiritual activities such as praying and singing the holy names of God, reading sacred scriptures, or engaging in devotional services and helping others. So is it doable? Definitely, right? We have 24 hours, so just a lot. 1 hour, what is actually important is you allot time for that. And then number two is increasing self-awareness. So how are we going to do this in our daily practice? Spend a few minutes in introspection each day. You can have your journals, with the reflection, or reflecting on your actions and motivations. Example, so at the end of the day, you can write down your thoughts about how your actions align with your spiritual values and where improvements can be done, can be made. So I remember during my I taught first before teaching in college. I taught first in high school, chemistry, high school, and you're required to do lesson plan, right? So this time it says actually you have to do this. So there's a plan. So before going there, in our daily life, you can have first. So what are the things that I have to do that I need to accomplish during the day, and then at the end you're gonna have like, okay, so what are the things that I've accomplished? You can cross out the things, and then the others are to follow, right? So in this way, you have like an orderly manner. That next day I have something to look forward because I have to do something very important. Yeah. So you have this. It's actually improving, and then at the same time, we're gonna, okay, is this significant or not? Is this important to for the achievement of my goals or not? So if not, then cross it out. Okay, number three for the V is vibrant inner peace. So in the daily practice, incorporate mindfulness meditation into your daily routine to cultivate a sense of inner calm and balance. So example, practice a 10-minute mindful meditation. First, just like what we're doing here, but of course, it should be maybe more time. Maybe, you start with deep breathing, abdominal breathing for 10 minutes. We keep on mentioning here the importance of it. At first in our parasympathetic nervous system, in our vagus nerve. There are many physical benefits on that. And then, of course, the the mental benefits, the psychological benefits, and then of course the spiritual benefits in doing, especially the Guranga meditation. And of course, we can have our personal prayer to the Supreme Lord. So offering whatever you have for the day, and then after that, as of course, you can do that for a total of 60 minutes, or maybe as a beginner can have like slowly but surely 30 minutes.
You can gradually increase it over
Gradually
time.
increase,
The
yeah.
most important thing is to have that regular practice. You make it a
Yeah.
habit so that no matter what, no matter what's going on,
Mhm.
you have to do some mindful meditation every day.
Yeah, and the same thing at the just before sleeping, you can do that. If you cannot sleep, then you can do this. Definitely, if you're already at peace, it will come. When the mind is very active, it's really difficult to sleep. So this way, we have to like, okay, mellow down, and do this one, this Guranga meditation, and you will have a good night's sleep. Okay, so continuing, but this will be an interpersonal relationships. So
Yes.
what is the I?
We're moving to the I and divine, the second I actually.
The
So this is
second
about
I.
increasing compassion.
Mhm.
Oh, so important, yeah. So we can engage in acts of kindness and practice compassionate listening in our interactions with others. Yeah, so an example is we offer a kind word or supportive gestures to someone in need,
Mhm.
maybe somebody who is uh, seems to be lonely, and practice active listening during conversations, focusing on understanding another person's perspective. Yeah, this requires some patience, yes, some caring. I have to really invest some of my time here, which we sometimes think this is too valuable. I have more important things to do, but then we end up. What do we end up doing? You know, we just end up basically doing this kind of thing instead of
I'm busy, but actually just having these reels and everything.
yeah. So instead of really caring about somebody who is maybe close to us, we just spend time hearing from people who we will never meet. Yeah. So
Who are actually not, yeah, that's the thing, you know.
well, yeah. So okay, number five. This is the N and divine nurturing understanding. So we can approach conversations with mindfulness, aiming to understand and empathize with others' viewpoints. Yeah, so for example, when we are discussing with others, we should try to be as much as possible present and attentive. We can ask clarifying questions to better understand their feelings and experiences, and of course, we can confirm. Yeah, so I think I heard you say this, and you are expressing this concern. Is it correct? Yeah, that you actually uh, make sure that you understood correctly. Okay, the E in divine is to elevate relationships. Relationships are so important here, but they can be a source of great trouble and pain in some cases, unfortunately. Or if they become very harmonious and more pure, then they can be a source of great joy
Happiness.
and happiness. Yeah. So we should regularly express gratitude and appreciation to those around us, yeah, fostering a positive and loving environment. So instead of seeing and acknowledging the things that we don't like so much, not a good habit,
Mhm.
we do the opposite, yeah. So for example, we can take a moment each day to acknowledge and thank colleagues, family members, or friends for their contributions, their efforts, their work and support, and most specifically to the Supreme Lord. Yeah, we can thank Him very much for His unconditional love and mercy.
Yeah, that is the thing that we should not forget. Each day, we should not forget to thank the Supreme Lord for everything.
Okay, so we're moving on to the professional life here now.
Yep,
We have another divine, yeah.
yeah, another divine in the professional life. But actually, some of this were already mentioned in last month's webinar. But just to developing ethical leadership. So this is the thing with practicing mindful meditation. So we have this before making significant decisions, reflect on how they align with your core values and the impact they will have on your team or organization. So that is the thing when we are practicing meditation, we become more sensitive and more cautious. You know, we just don't go with our emotions right now. But rather we see every angle. Is this good? Is this pleasing to the Supreme Lord? Is this beneficial to others? So those are the things where we become considerate. Next of the I is innovative problem solving. Wow, this is nice. So take a short break during your work day to meditate and clear your mind, then return to challenges with a fresh perspective. So sometimes when there is like an unexpected challenge or problematic situation, so instead of confronting that with anger or hatred or whatever is our feeling right there and then, of course those are big concerns, if especially if there are big concerns, so just say time out. if especially if you're dealing with other people or other
Mm.
person, time out.
It can be so challenging at times. So you're
Yeah.
in the middle of doing something, you're really
Yeah.
busy, you're having some good momentum, and suddenly something happens that completely stops everything and throws you out of out of your routine, and you're just like you have to
Mm.
deal with something that you really don't want to deal with, and just like
Sometimes it's just a computer telling you to ask, okay, please verify that you are not a robot.
yeah, that's a relatively yeah that's
But that's very easy, as I've said, because it's just dealing with your
yeah,
laptop.
it's so funny. A robot is asking you to prove that you're human. Yeah, it's just like okay, or here's
And then telling, okay, where are the cars? It's like, what is
I'm
this?
not a 5-year-old child to play these like matching games anymore. You know,
And
it's
then,
like
of course, and then you're rushing someone is rushing you. It's like, what is this? Wait, I still have to find the car.
but even worse is of course a situation when somebody is doing a PowerPoint presentation using the computer and suddenly the computer goes into update mode and is restarting and you're just like what is
Yeah,
this? Yeah.
yeah. Right now, you're doing some presentation in front of many people, and then all of a sudden, okay, what's a scheduled
Yeah. It hasn't
scheduled
happened.
routine, blah blah blah. It's like, what? I did not do it.
I did not authorize this, but they just do it anyway. So, anyways,
Auto update.
it hasn't happened to us here
Ay.
in our webinars yet, as far as I remember. But
Yeah, here in online thing, so it's okay. But then it was like, and then of course you're in front of many people, and they said, "Okay, relax." So it's like, "Okay, relax."
if I'm at home, I'll be just like, what is that?
Yeah.
I will not be so. I would say other words than what I say in public.
Yes.
So,
So anyway, so you just have to. Okay, we're just having some difficulty. What you can do is just close your eyes and relax.
deep breathing, and
Deep
I'm just
breathing.
like, come on, restart now.
So anyway, so next one is values-driven actions. So regularly review your work activities to ensure they reflect your commitment to ethical practices and your broader spiritual goals. Sometimes, especially if we are asked to for your insight, you have to, you know, focus more on what's the real value, right? Next one, number 4. The next I is improving focus or productivity. So start work with a brief Guranga meditation session or prayer to set a clear intention for the day and take mindful breaks to maintain focus and energy. So the N is nurturing team spirit. So facilitate team meeting with mindfulness exercises and Guranga meditation, such as a moment of silence or a gratitude round to enhance team cohesion and communication. So, for example, there is like some disagreement. So instead of letting them, especially if they're opposing groups, so instead of letting them go on with the disagreements, let them stop. Especially if you are the presider or the leader, okay, let's stop. And we're going to have a mindful meditation session for a while. Have a break. Okay, so have your Guranga breathing meditation. Inhale, exhale. So you have to be expert in this as leaders. And then after that, they will forget that they are in disagreement.
or
Yeah, there are times that are like that. Or they will actually, right?
there,
Okay, I disagree on you because of this one. What can you say? So in other words, their tune will be like mellow.
and they're going to be looking for a solution, rather than
Yes.
just arguing. Yeah,
Yeah, rather than arguing and this is it, this has to win. This is what.
yeah,
Then of course there will be like some concession. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but maybe this one is better. So it is not like my team has to win. It has to be like win-win situation. And see, this is just because you got this mindful meditation break.
which helps us to control our emotions better.
Correct,
So
right.
important. Yeah, if you ask anybody who has been in jail for quite a while, why are they there? It's almost always because their
Mm.
emotions
Cover
um,
them,
just basically
control them.
control them and make them do things that they will regret. Yeah.
Oh, shook, I killed.
So
So next one is empowering self-improvement. So at the end of the day, each day, spend a few minutes reflecting on your achievements and areas for improvement, setting goals for the next day based on your insights. So that's a good thing that we have to consider. So that's the divine.
oh, very nice. Yeah. So basically, in summary,
Mhm.
with introspection and mindfulness, we really become much more aware
Mhm.
how our choices, our actions, basically create and our future. And that means you are in charge of your future. You can change the course of your existence right now by making better choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not so easy. Yeah, we need some help. Yeah, so we need the help of the Lord. We need a purifying agent to remove all these unwanted things from our hearts and minds. Yeah, to actually help us
Mhm.
to become the diamonds that we truly are. Yeah, right now we're just like diamonds that are covered with some dirt, some impurities, and maybe in some cases with some people, unfortunately, you can hardly see the diamond anymore. Yeah, but we
Mhm.
know it's there. So, so according to the ancient system of real spiritual meditation, yeah, there is a very powerful way how we can actually purify our hearts and minds, how we can remove these unwanted impurities. Yeah. So, with the help of this beautiful spiritual sound, we can meditate on real, on the eternal, on the lasting, beautiful spiritual world, and above all, the Supreme Lord. Yes, so real meditation is when you focus your mind upon the Supreme Lord. This is called real meditation. Other things might be pre-meditation, like certain concentration techniques, for example. Yeah, but meditation really means when you absorb your attention, your mind, in the
Mhm.
sound of the holy names of the Supreme Lord. Yeah, this is transcendental sound. And this mantra meditation is a recommended process in this age of chaos, quarrel, and confusion that we're currently in. Yet
Yeah.
for us to actually become self-realized again, yeah. Because it's by the power of this spiritual mantra that we can actually learn how to redirect and control the mind. Yeah. So then the mind can actually help us instead of taking our attention all over the place. And when we have control over the mind is said to be the king of the senses.
Mhm.
When you can control your mind better, you can control your senses better, you can control your emotions better. And this way, what will happen is that you're gradually, instead of going around in circles sometimes, or maybe wandering off the path, you will be able to stick much more closely to this beautiful path of spiritual happiness. Yeah, everyone can experience this because it's our normal spiritual condition.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so real meditation is prayer, and true prayer is meditating. Yeah, so for a living entity to be truly happy, blissful, peaceful within, he or she needs to be linked up with the Supreme Lord. Yeah, so meditation is actually much more than just stress relief or um, so it means gaining positive satisfaction and joy. Yeah, so having one's life focus on the source of greatest happiness, the Supreme
All right.
Lord. Okay, so
So thank you very much.
the letter E in soothe.
It's okay.
Jenny is asking for that.
This,
So let's
I
see.
think there's none there.
Oh, there. Oh no, there was
It's
no
the T.
letter. There was no letter E.
T. It's
She
it's the edge.
she misspelled it.
Soothe. No. Soothe.
Maybe it stands for energy. So okay, so
Okay, so thank you very
do we
much.
have
Wonderful
do we have
Sunday,
any do
everyone.
we have any other comments here? Maybe on
So
Zoom.
far, none.
Maybe something in Zoom here.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so sorry, there was no letter E in Zoom, but
Mm.
yes. So let's practice some more Goranga music meditation for a few minutes. This will really help us to experience who we really are, to have a spiritual experience.
All right. So thank you.
everybody. We
See you again on Wednesday.
same place, same time. We wish you a very nice rest of the weekend and practice this Guranga meditation more and more regularly. We promise you there are countless benefits.
All right, namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Take care.